Hello and welcome back to Tomb Raider 2 with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So today we will go further into the, or maybe not further into the living quarters because we're still in the piston room, and that means a bit more exploration, of course. So that being said, where I want to go now is seemingly back through here and rearrange the order of the pistons. Yes, that is what I want to do. And that means moving around the blocks again. Again, it's not as bad as some of the rooms in the Wreck of the Maria Doria level, but, yeah, almost. Why I'm stepping backwards, I don't know. Seriously, what I'm wanting to do is push this damn block out the way! Seriously! But maybe I'm being a bit too hasty here. Maybe I am. And then what I want to do is move around, absolutely, and push this block out of the way. Grab the edge and then fall down. And in the next room, we will see this this switch that we pulled before. This was the one that moved the pistons previously. So then move back up. And then seemingly make my way back towards the other room with the pistons. Because now they are in their original position, and if I try to approach them from the bottom, what would happen is that Lara would fall down and die. Seriously. Or not be able to grab them from the bottom. I suppose that would be the other one. Sorry, I'm not getting my things right, am I? Oh no, I am not. So in that case, I'm just going to walk Lara to the very edge here so she can easily grab the thing and, yeah, maybe use a flare. I don't know how I only have 7 torches left though, so make good use of them. That guy does not have anything on him, so leave his corpse be. And then we can, I may well save here, just so Lara doesn't go jumping off the edge. We know how much of a thrill seeker you are, Lara, so don't do it. Run back and do a running jump, and then just some standing jumps will suffice here. And maybe do a running jump over to that one furthest to the left, I don't know. But to do so, what am I doing? Okay, no, maybe not. Maybe I'll be safer and just jump over that way. On that little ledge to the right there of this piston is another switch, which will drain the water from the room where the burners were. And so, yeah, so I want to angle Lara a bit to the left here, because otherwise she'll fall down and definitely will die. Definitely. Although the running jump is certainly able to be done from that point. And then go to the switch and pull it, of course. That will fill of course, the area with water, meaning we will be able to go down there. So we are done with the engine room at least. I find it might be a bit easier to just jump off there. Yeah, Lara will lose a bit of health, but come on, man. Far easier that way. Then go through the passageway towards the now water-filled room. And I think there'll be a couple of divers around here as well. So you may want to use the harpoon gun if you have enough ammo for it. Excuse me. And there we go, we'll save there. Back into the water and go for a swim. Absolutely, past the barrels and up and around to the switch, and indeed we can pull it and that will open the door. Indeed it will. And then turn around, and I believe it also lets some divers in, but let's see if I'm right. If you hear Vader-esque breathing, then yeah, they've come through. So we'll swim through here to the other end into a deep coral reef, and I was right, we do have the Vader divers here. So I'm going to get some air so as to not make Lara drown here, and we'll certainly save. Is there anything in this room? It does not look like there is, so in that case I'm going to equip the harpoon gun And hopefully I'll be able to use the remaining harpoons to get rid of the divers. Indeed, I don't have much health left. I have a few small medipacks, but nothing much else, I'm afraid. So use them or lose them, I say. So that being said, now I want to go through this coral reef here, seemingly. It's a bit dark in here, but whatever. And I am not seeing very well. And the camera angle, okay. I know that Nude Raider was a thing in the 90s, but come on, man. Oh, I did not pay to watch leg porn. Seriously. Anyway, that does mean I will have to use the small medipack here. And also, again, I will re-equip the harpoon gun. Back into the water we go. Get rid of that one diver in the corner. He didn't go away. There he goes. And then you will see in the room next door is a... I think that's where we came from, actually. I'm not sure. Because, yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, I'll save. I'm being a bit petty, but I will save. And then go back into the water. And then submerge again. And go for a bit of a swim, I say. Ignore Mr. Diver, who's currently dead. I'm going to the coral reef here. And see if there's anything down here. Doesn't look like there is, and I got stuck again. Thankfully, we don't get the leg porn. And then we see this switch and a very aggressive eel. Seriously. Go away, you son of a bio lizard. I don't want to deal with you. Don't eat me for dinner. He just did. He just did eat me for dinner. Actually, we will, having opened the trapdoor, find ourselves going over to this alcove here, where we'll emerge in another part of the ship. Seemingly, I don't know if this is part of the engine room or not, but given the amount of machinery here, quite possibly. And here we will have to do a bit of parkour to go by Foxmaster's videos. And indeed, there is also a couple of goons up here, so I'm going to use the Uzis to get rid of them. And then, I guess, do the parkour, if we can get up there. There's also a switch here, which I will pull. Didn't seem to do anything, because we didn't get the vision, but it must have done something in this room. In fact, it opened that door on the other side. And over here, we will find a, well, a couple of switches, so, no, 3 switches, actually, which is necessary to get to the other side. Yes, indeed. And so, what we want to do is pull them, I believe, from right to left. So, yeah. It's not like with Midas's Palace in Tomb Raider 1. Oh, no. In this case, well, all we have to do is raise all 3 of them. So, yeah. And then do a running jump over to the things. Be wary not to land on those glass shards down there. And the camera ain't doing any good for us here, seriously. Yeah, it's a nice view, but come on, dude. Yeah, anyway, we'll pass under this pipe, and if we're able to get across before the trap doors come back down, then we're good. This switch will close the trap door in the main room, meaning we can go up there. Indeed so. Don't worry about those boulders, they won't do a thing. And go back the way you came, and do the sliding jump parkour then. Although there's another goon in here, it seems. Yay. Okay, I've already pulled that button, haven't I? Yes, I have. Don't answer that question, I have pulled it. So, I'll pull that switch, should I say. So, let's see. I want to go to the right. Be wary of the trapdoor that leads back into the giant ocean area. We don't want to go that way. So, yeah. No. Going to the levels. Actually, no, maybe it is to the... Ah, forget it. Let's just go. Seriously. Yeah, the place looks gloomy as hell. Let's move on. Seriously. Okay, maybe this is part of the engine room. The Maria Doria is a huge ship. So I would wager this is part of the engine room. So that being said, jump over here. And then what I want to do is actually jump forward onto this platform, backflip, and then jump again. Have Lara pull up, and then we're in the upper area. And then, yeah. Now, walking across here can be a bit tough. So I want to do a run. Oh, no, maybe not a running jump. A running jump might have worked here as well. But whatever. Getting up here isn't too hard. Yeah, a running jump probably would have been better than doing a standing jump. I don't know what I was thinking there. Roll and running jump over the gap. And then go for a bit of a walk over here. And yes, this is a very narrow platform in places. At the other end, there's another movable block. There's that guy we took out with the Uzis. He does not have any shotgun shells or any medipacks to speak of. So I will push this, or pull this block out of the way. Yes, it does block our way, but come on. We can easily jump between it to the other end. So I'll angle Lara a bit to the left here and save just to make sure Lara doesn't die here. Move her a bit further to the left, jump across, and then again push the block. Either that or go over the other side, that works too. Then shimmy to the left over the gap. And indeed, then we will emerge here, over this end of the thing. And it is very dark in the remastered version, not gonna lie. So, yeah. Maybe I should save here, I don't know. And doing a running jump. It's going to be very, very hard to do because of that. So jump, and there we go, death. Yay, or near death. Now let's try that again. Jump over the other side and again repeat the action, yada, yada, yada. Absolutely. And then get to the other side, yada, yada, yada. And then pull up, and roll, and go around. Now here, it doesn't look obvious, but there is actually a passageway through that vent. So a standing jump through there would be good. And then maybe use a flare in here, because it's really dark. Especially in the remastered version. Even though I only have like 5 of them. I think this is actually where I start using the all weapons cheat, because... Not because of weapons, really, more of medipacks. Then we have a slope going down here. That will lead us over to this end of the upper area, where we can walk along here. And indeed, do some more shimmying, this time to the right over this gap. Either that or, actually, no. Yeah, I think we will have to oh, no. We're just over the other side. You will notice that the interior of the next area looks a bit different. Yeah, because... we will see why in a moment. Because in this room, it's covered in some water, which you can actually wade through, not gonna lie. And then, let's save. Absolutely, save. Go ahead, save. And then go through this end of the thing, and we run into another goon. Yay. Now this is where the gold dragon is, and it's quite a hard thing to get. There's also a glitch that I did come across, which I believe is in the PS1 version as well. When you're getting the gold dragon, my PS5 certainly registered the secret here, but seemingly the game did not, if you know what I mean. I mean in terms of getting secrets, but seemingly I didn't get all of them. And all of the Maria Doria levels. And this isn't the last one. What I wanted to do is just reach out Lara's hand, and then there we go. We'll actually get a an achievement for getting that, but the game didn't register that, so I had to do it again off screen. So anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!